Alright, so this video is about voicing minor 7 chords. So we all probably know this way: regular G minor 7 with G, F, B flat, and D. But I like to voice them in this way where it's almost like you're playing an F major chord actually. And then you just take your ring finger and move it to the G note, and then you get this chord instead, which is G, B flat, and then it has an F major triad on top. So not only is it a pretty voicing, but it suggests what can be played on top of the chord, which is all be based off of this F triad. Which gives you an alternative to, most people when they think about minor 7 chord, they think of like a G minor scale and they play G minor blues licks. But I like this approach. It's more melodic to me. So anyway, knowing these voicings up and down the neck will make it a lot easier to see the chords that you're playing on and to improvise on them. So that's the first voicing. And the next one, these are all really the same thing. Again, we have a little rootless G minor chord with an F triad on top. Then we move it up and do it in the next position. G, B flat, and an F major triad. And then here again, this is the last one. This is a rootless G minor chord with an F major triad. Same voicing as this, just move down a string group. And then that really completes it. Then you'd have it again up here. And so when I see a G minor chord, I think of one of those shapes. Then you play the shape and you have you always have the triad on top to remind you what to use when you outline the chord. And I just think of like the simplest folk-like melody that I can, and it turns out sounding pretty colorful because I'll be playing an F major melody, but it's not being played over an F major chord, it's being played over G minor. So if you take this key-based approach and we take like a whole key, let's say the key of G major, just use the G major triad to construct lines out of. Use the triad and diatonic upper neighbors. And to use those kind of lines over all the chords of the key. So let's take a little progression like G major, A minor, B minor, E minor, A minor 7, D sus, and then I'm getting a little fancy there, but I'm still just instead of thinking of scales and arpeggios and licks, I'm just thinking of these melodies in G major, and the chord changes the color behind the chord, but it's not really changing what's being played on it. So it's a way to get a lot of different colors out of just one scale, and you know, I used to take an approach where I tried to outline each of the chords individually. So I'm actually thinking of a different mode for each chord right there. And then I just realized that you can do it this way, and this is the way that I play now.